slightly goofy German lady.
She's not good with coordinates or not good with mileage.
I'm worried that she's going to lose herself.
Hello, my name is Julianne, also known as Roadrunner, and in 2022 I through hiked the entire Appalachian Trail, and this year, 2024, I am going to hike the Pacific Crest Trail, and today it's Get to Know Me Day. So I've seen a few videos do that, and I was like, maybe people want to know something about me, but if you don't, just don't watch the video. But okay, so a little bit about me. Again, my name is Julianne. I was born in Germany, and I did go to elementary school and some high school in Germany. And then my mom decided that she wanted to move to the United States. I always call her the American trapped in a German body, and she just really felt the call to move to the US. Now, we were able to do that because my father is a baker, and we had a bakery in Germany, so we decided to open up a bakery in the United States, and were able to get visas that way. I did go to high school a little bit in the United States and was able to graduate early at age 16, only because I had enough credits, not because I was smart enough to graduate early, and then spent the remaining years of my teenage time working at my dad's bakery and going to community college. Now, one thing that I do need to mention, because I am currently a ballroom dance teacher, I did start my ballroom dance career. I don't even know why I did that. Ultimately, I started ballroom dancing in Germany around age 12, 13 or something like that. And so my dancing did start in my mother country, or native country. Even though I was a ballroom dancer, I never thought I would become a ballroom dance instructor. And so I really was interested in the criminal justice field. Went to community college and then graduated with a bachelor's degree in criminal justice at the University of Central Florida. Because I was interested in the criminal justice field, I wanted to become a cop. And you can't really become a cop if you're not a US citizen, so I had to wait until 2008 where I finally became a US citizen. Funny enough though, as soon as I became a US citizen, I had this really weird feeling that I shouldn't be a police officer, and my whole world crashed down because I always had this view about what I was going to do with my life, and I realized that becoming a cop was not necessarily something that I was interested in anymore. I'm still interested in the field, it's just not something that I wanted to do anymore. So then I started working at some office jobs, and those office jobs made me very, 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 very ill. I was in a cubicle in front of a computer for 3 years after I became a US citizen, and I just couldn't do it anymore. So in 2011, I decided to become a ballroom dance instructor because I was a ballroom dancer, so why not be a ballroom dance instructor? I remember one of my friends saying, why don't you just become a ballroom dance instructor? And I was like, well, because you don't really make money that way. She's like, who cares? You're sick, do something that you really, really love. And so then I went out and tried to find a job, and eventually I did find a job at a ballroom dance studio, but there was no job open for being a dance teacher, so I started becoming an office manager. After a few months or even like a year or so, they finally opened up a position for me to become a dance teacher. So I became a dance teacher, and then at some point I was a manager, and now I'm back to being a dance teacher. I do have some accolades when it comes to being a dance teacher. I was number 3 in the entire world of dance teachers in our industry. At one point, was a number 3 dance teacher, number 1 female dance teacher. And then for about 3 years at some other time, I was top supervisor. I got like a bunch of like glass things that catch dust, and you realize that doesn't really matter at all, right? And so fast forward, I've been a dance teacher, and then in 2021 I had the epiphany that I needed to do something for myself, because as a dance teacher you kind of give a lot of energy of yourself to another person And so I decided to through hike the Appalachian Trail, and the rest is history. Another little thing that you should maybe know is that when I was a kid, I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis. I was in a wheelchair for just a little bit, and that has really shaped a lot of my life and how I look at things and how I tend to be a little bit more cautious when it comes to my body, but also sometimes a little bit reckless. So that's that. So that's kind of like the breakdown. I don't know what else to tell you. I did ask a bunch of my friends to maybe say something about me. I kind of asked them what, how do you know me? What do you like about me? What do you not like about me? Or what do you think I should work on? And why do you think I am hiking the PCT? So I'm gonna play some of those things.
Hey, my name's Fresh Ground, and I met Roadrunner on the Foothills Trail. She actually, I had finished feeding at one spot, and I had ran into town to get resupply, and I get a text from her, like a desperate text going, "Where you at? I hiked all day. Where you at?" So I felt sorry for her and came back and heated up some soup for her. But so she's not good with coordinates or not good with mileage. So she probably needs to hike the PCT just for that reason, get better with mileage. But what I like about Roadrunner is she's very truthful, honest person. She's got some bad habits. She drinks Starbucks, and how I feel about that Starbucks. I mean, if you got to have it, I guess you got to have it. But I'm a Dunkin' man, so in my eyes, that's just a strike against you. And another question was, why should she hike the PCT? And I think, anytime somebody has a chance to get out in nature and hike a distance trail, it just reboots your brain. It lifts your. I don't see anything negative from doing a long distance hike. It's all positive. So if you can afford it and you have the time in your life, I think everybody should do some type of adventure. But Roadrunner's a good person. I don't think I'd change anything about her. I love her as she is. I think we should all accept each other for who we are. And like I say, other than that Starbucks thing, I think she's okay.
My name is Pat Townsend. On the trail, my name was typical. I through hiked the AT last year. Right there. There's my plaque. Hardest thing I've ever done. Describe Roadrunner. Well, that's a lot of things. I will give you a little list. Goal-oriented. When she sets her mind to do something, she does it. She's stubborn, which that helps achieve your goals. Let's get to something good. She's fun. She likes to laugh. She jokes. She's loyal. Adventurous. But you have to have some adventure if you want to go hiking on the AT and be a through hiker. She's honest, straightforward, so she's going to tell you what you don't want to hear, which is good. That's what you want. You want somebody that's going to tell you what you don't want to hear, but you need to hear. Okay, so that's just a few things. I haven't really, you got to, if I through hiked with her, then I'd really get to know. But that's what I know right now. I hope I know anyway. So then anyway, what's her weakness and things that she needs to work on? Well, I think if she's going on the trail, but she's going to be doing the PCT, is to be more outgoing. Be more of an extrovert. Talk to people. You get good videos talking to people all the time. And, everybody's got a story. And just remember, it's fun to listen to other people's stories. I always like to listen to other people. It's better to listen to than to talk a lot of times. So that's really the only thing I can think of to work on, is to talk to people, be more outgoing. You'll enjoy it. And why is she hiking the PCT? Well, my cousin just happened to send me something the other day. It says, we don't go out on the trail for escapism. People like her, people like me. We go out because that's our realism. You get away from everything. You don't hear anything bad. You're not listening to any news. If you watch television is putting something out there that they want to sway you. You're not swayed by anything. You're just out there. You're hiking, getting to a destination. You're eating, you're sleeping. It's so straightforward. It's the hardest thing I've ever done. But it's it's the most straightforward thing I've ever done, but it's the hardest. So that's why I think she's hiking, to get out there, to get into a place that she doesn't have to hear all the clamor of the world. You just relax, exert yourself, eat, sleep. It's a simple life, but it's a great life. I hope this is a good video. Bye.
So who is the hiking dancer? I first met Julianne in 2014. She was this slightly goofy German lady who had a real gift for physical comedy. She, through her movements, would cause people to chuckle. I think that was one of the reasons we were first drawn to taking lessons from her. She has since become a very good friend of mine. I enjoy her company. She's very intelligent. She's very inquisitive. We've had lots of conversations about home repair, car repair, religion, all sorts of topics. I also find her to be very resourceful and very artistic. And lastly, she's very, very goal-oriented. Once she sets a goal, she really, really wants to attain it. Why does Julianne want to make it through the PCT? I believe she's become addicted to the trail. The trail provides for her something that her work life doesn't provide. In her work life, she has to pour energy into the students. The students are drawn to that energy, but that creates an imbalance for her. I think she finds on the trail that the imbalance is the other way around. She gets energy from being on the trail, which really most humans want to be drawn to something that provides them with energy, just like nourishment. So I believe that's why she really wants to be on the trail. As far as why the PCT, I believe she picked it just because it's the next goal that she has. Again, she's a very goal-oriented person, and having a goal gives her purpose, and picking the PCT was the next logical goal.
Hi, I'm Will Chap, AT class of 2022 and PCT class of 2024. My friend Roadrunner asked me to make a little video about her, so here goes. Roadrunner is the coolest person I know. She is the fastest hiker ever. Her pack weight is so light. She is a real ultra lighter. She got her name Roadrunner because she is so fast. She's the best YouTuber and vlogger ever. Anyway, one thing I'm really concerned with is I think she needs to work on writing her scripts in a little bit bigger font. Little more things that I'm really concerned about with Roadrunner, and things that I think she needs to work on to improve herself. All the fame and fortune that has come with YouTube. I'm worried that she's going to lose herself and forget that she's a thru hiker first and a vlogger second. But you know, as with Taylor Swift and all the other big time stars, Roadrunner may be, I don't know, maybe a lost cause. Once you get rich, who knows? Okay, for real. Roadrunner is a really great person. She's probably my closest friend from the AT class of 2022. We talk pretty regularly. She's one of the very few people that I would actually consider doing a long trail with, like planning and things like that. We don't always see eye to eye, but the thing I respect about her the most is she's very open to having real discussions. Roadrunner and I have had some discussions before where we've disagreed about things, and you know, we can always talk through them and find common ground. Don't get me wrong, we don't have many issues, but there were times on trail or different things that one of us wanted to do one thing, one wanted to do the other. We talked through, and I really appreciate that about her. She keeps her circle of people very close, and if you're lucky enough to get in, she's very protective, maybe even possessive a little bit. Anyway, Roadrunner, I know you're planning to do the PCT in 2024, so I just want to wish you luck. And if you need anything, let me know.
Alrighty, driving to work. Thank you so much to my wonderful friends for saying something nice about me. I do want to give you a fun fact about my name on how to actually pronounce it, since people do pronounce it differently. In the United States, I tend to just say and introduce myself as Julianne because that's the easiest way to go. But in German, it's actually pronounced Juliane. Sometimes people merge it into a Juliana, which is fine as well. But the actual pronunciation of my German name is Juliane. So, again, thank you so much for watching. If you like this kind of stuff, follow.